afternoon, everyone. And Brewing Live is back right now, and it's here to stay for the next 6 months. We're gonna be talking all about mental health. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. This is Master Coach A coming in live for Brewing Live, and this is now right after our quarter break. So let me just thank everyone, all our builders, all our tribe builders, our fellow coaches who serve through noontime kapihan and relieve the tradition of kapihan night. So marami pong salamat, and many of them are right now joining me on the screen. It's been a beautiful journey. It's been a wonderful quarter break, and now we're back. Brewing Live is back with all new seasons right now for mental preparedness. And why do we need to prepare for mental alertness, for mental toughness, for all the things that is happening right now in the world? Because we know that this is the time where the world is rapidly changing. When COVID starts to happen, there are many things that start to shut down. Many things have slowed down. But truth of the matter, the world is changing rapidly. And right now, we are on a new landscape. And so our heart here as new builders, as new servers, as new season for Brewing Live is to bring you episodes day in, day out that will allow you to have a conversations about love, money, faith, hope, joy, and all the things that bothers you right now in the season of pandemic. We need to be prepared mentally. We are in an era of extreme competition for survival. We want to survive. We want to thrive. We want to continue. We want to do things that we used to do. But the thing here is, all of these things boils down to one thing. Are we good enough? Can we be good enough? Is working hard, learning, trying, competing, and all the things that are really challenging us every single day. Will this all amount to something? Will this all bring us to something that we are now operating in the new landscape of living? And so that's all we are bringing in the all new season of Brewing Live. We want to help you be mentally prepared. Every Saturday, Coach Candy Teng is doing a live talk here at Decaf Coffee Republic for mental preparedness. But for the next 6 months, starting today and until the end of 2021, we will be helping you every single day with different conversations and areas and topics that is closely related to your heart and truly challenging you. And for this premiere episode, I want to talk to you about the way you think and how you can rethink the way you think through mental models. So if you are one person who is new to mental models, and if you are one person who's thinking, why would the likes of Bill Gates, the like of Steve Jobs, the like of Elon Musk, the likes of the people that you are following can do the things that they're able to do? How can they just day in, day out be successful in everything that they put their hands into, while other people continue to strive harder and harder in life and seemingly not getting the results that they want? Or maybe you are one person thinking, why there are things that I want to do but I cannot do? Or maybe you are kind of, why would be the next person next to me would not focus on the works that they do? Why can't they just simply be productive? Why can't they just simply spend time doing things that would lift up the company, bring in more sales, bring in more people? So if you are one person who's thinking about that, if you are one person who's wondering how your brain works and why there are things that seemingly difficult for you to achieve, there are things that you love to do but seemingly not bringing you the results that you want, then this episode, this premium episode of Brewing Live all new season for mental preparedness is definitely for you. If you are joining me and seeing me for the first time, I am Master Coach A. I'm a professional certified life coach. I am a mental health coach. I am the director, one of the directors of Decaf Coffee Republic. Well, that's an understatement because I am the chairman and I'm the CEO of this company. We are now operating on our 5th year, and in a little while, by November 24, we are going to be celebrating our 5th year. Many times you have heard us say that this is the home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines, but truth of the matter, this is your coaching hub. This is a nest for you who needs nurturing mentally. This is a nest for you if you want to be healed emotionally. This is a nest for you if you are looking for a space where transformations can happen, where inspiration begins, transformation happens. This is a space for you if you are looking for a place where you will be accepted, where somebody would hold your hands, where somebody can hold the rope for you. Yes, this is the home of certified life coaches, but truly, this is a hub for you. This is a hub for you if you are looking for a space where you can be you, where you can be who you wanted to become. Decaf Coffee Republic is located inside Pioneer Center compound. This is across Pioneer Road, corner Bigston and United Streets, Capitolia, Pasig City, and we are just across Bayanihan Center. We are open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and just in case you want to hop in, dive in, and have a conversations, then you can do so. Every Thursday, I am at Decaf, and tonight, I'm bringing back Coaching for the Soul, and I'm going to be talking about the face in the mirror. So if you want to join me, this conversation live face to face, where we're going to be talking about that face that you see in the mirror. Tonight is the night for me to share that content, that thought, and that idea with you. And I look forward seeing you online, and I look forward seeing you on floor as well. If you need reservations, because definitely we control the number of people on floor, please connect with Coach Rezzhel 0917-586-1661. So I just want to give honor to whom honor is due. All the people, all the tribe builders, all the people who serve 7 months on the first run of Brewing Live, the quarter break where we had the noontime kapihan. Maraming pong salamat, coaches. Today is the day, allow me to serve you with mental models. Now, how many of you here on the screen have heard about mental models? So if you have an idea what is a mental models, let me know on the chat box. Just like type the word that comes to your mind, what is a mental model? Or what gets to you, what mental picture do you have when you talk about mental models? Let me just give a big shout out also to the people who is part of Be Learning Society. Be Learning Society is the tent maker of Be Learning Homes for mental fitness and mental wellness. And there are about 50 people who have joined me, and I've been doing mental model masterclass. I've done already 2. Every single month on the 3rd Saturday of the month, I'm doing mental model masterclass. So if you want to know more about Be Learning Society, get in touch with Coach Maureen. She's the person in charge of it. Or definitely you can still get in touch with Coach Rezzhel at 0917-586-1661. So let me know in the chat box, mental model. Okay. 3 words. What comes to your mind? What mental picture do you have when you hear about mental models? Now, mental model and defining it is kind of tricky because it seems to be an abstract concept for many people. It's, well, indeed, it's an abstract concept because it is an abstract definition. When you hear, can I really understand my mind? Okay. So whenever you say like mental models, it appears to you abstracts because there are many different expressions and interpretations when you hear that. Now, what I wanted you to understand is, for clear, okay, and just for these conversations, allow me to share with you James Clear, okay, that's the name, James Clear definition of a mental model, which I think we can all agree and get started with our discussions and conversations for today. A mental model is an explanation of how something works, okay? So it is a concept, a framework, a worldview of how you see things. This is a view, a worldview, a model, a concept of how that you carry around your mind to help you interpret the world and understand the relationship between things. Mental models are deeply held beliefs about how the world works. Mental models have been studied academically way back in 1940s. In fact, if you try to search Mr. Google right now for mental model, you're probably see around over 200,000 different studies that use the term mental models. And there are a lot of great men and women way ahead of us, many coaches, many thought leaders, many influencers who have dived deeper on mental models in search and in pursuit of understanding how the brain works. You probably heard of 5 hour rule, okay, which is the number one rule of people like Oprah, okay. They talk about how they able to talk about blockbusters topic, okay. So these are people, these are great men and women who have spoken about mental models and how they are using it. Probably they're not centered and saying, hey, let's talk about mental models, but the teachings that are they're sharing with you, the quotations, the interviews will all allow you to see that these people operates on mental models. Elon Musk, okay, Bill Gates, and all the many thought leaders and influencers that you are following. And many of you would have heard the 80-20 rule. Yep. Okay, the stepping stones, the 5 hour rule, and there's a lot of things that you can probably learn about mental models. And now, the way you start rethinking through mental models is actually understanding what are your hindrances, what are your impediments to learning. Yes, you cannot learn anything new if you don't understand your limitations. You don't understand what is hindering you to learn. How many of you here, let me know in the chat box if you are interested and if you are excited to know what are your impediments, what are the hindrances, or what's keeping you to learn. Let me know in the chat box and give me a thumbs up, a big yes, and say connecting, relating, or I want. Let me know in the chat box. Is this something that you want to know? Is this something that you want to learn? Do you want to understand? Okay, do you want to understand your challenges in learning? Why do you want to learn a lot of things, but you're not learning? So, every single day, you hear us talk, okay? Fellow tribe builders, community builders, coaches, thought leaders, and not only from Life Coach Philippines. There's a lot of people coming out every single day, serving, giving you valuable content, helping you about your mindsets, helping you about how to get better in life, time management. Last night, I had a masterclass on negotiation skills. And every single week, for the last 15 weeks, I've been talking about public speaking. And many of you wants to learn about public speaking, but you didn't get to enroll. And there are a lot of free courses also that you can dive in, but you're not also paying attention. Or maybe you paid for a course. You wanted to learn. You put your hard-earned money into it. You're putting efforts into it. And you swear you're going to learn and implement, but you're not able to make it. Now, let me know in the chat box, is this something that's connecting with you? And it's fascinating, I would say amusing, why you're not able to learn. So I'm going to be sharing with you your limitation, your hindrance. So the way to rethink with, okay, mental models is to understand first what's keeping you from learning. Because when you understand what's keeping you from learning, then definitely you will understand exactly what mental models will work for you. Okay, so let me know. Okay, hindrance, connecting, resonating, excited. That's for me. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. Number one. Okay, so remember that you all diving into mindsets. I want to learn about mindsets. I want to know what are emotional characters, what are emotional challenges, what are EQ, IQ, and all of these things I need to build up on myself so that I can truly get the results that I want. But over and over, you are being faced with challenges that you cannot understand. So I'm going to give you 10 today. Okay, so type in hashtag 10 in the chat box if you want to learn the again, hindrance to your learning. Okay, so when you learn your hindrance, you will also learn how to rethink through mental models. So definitely, if you are part of Be Learning Society and you finally get a aha moment and say, wonderful, that mental models that we had, okay, last month, June, we talk about sculpturing your success, and we talk about how you can truly create the success that you want in life. And so if yeah, we talk about the mental barbell reps. Okay, so why do we do that? Why do we need to do this? It is because we need to combat, we need to address your learning difficulties, your learning hindrances. And today I'm going to share with you 10. Okay, so if you just get to encounter and you have the aha moment, oh my goodness, that's exactly what I need to learn. That mental model is for me. Get connected with the coaches who invited you in to be part of Be Learning Society and have your conversation, avail of your 90 minutes coaching session for free, and immediately dive into the mental models that can truly accelerate your success in life. I'm going to share with you 10. All right, so let's get started. Learning, okay? Limiting mindset or learning difficulty, learning hindrance number one, and you have heard this over and over again. This is the imposter syndrome. And it sounds like this. I'm not smart enough to learn this. I am not good enough to know this. Okay? People knows that this is my background. I came from the province. My parents are no read, no write about this thing. Our families don't have enough money. People would not believe that I can be a business person. This is an imposter syndrome. Okay? So how many of you said that? That maybe you are now having a lot of accolades. Maybe a lot of people right now saying you're good, you're excellent, you're doing it well. But in your mind, in the silence, in the corner, you still sit down and stuck yourself and say, is that really me? Or chamba lang? Is that really me or natsempohan ko lang? That's imposter syndrome. And many of you is being hindered with that. Because the moment it gets to your mind, the moment it gets to you, the other things that you are learning becomes a challenge because now you are doubting, am I truly learning? Am I truly understanding? Am I truly getting this? Or if I'm getting this, will somebody believe me? Or if I get this, is it really truly me teaching? It is truly me helping other people? Or I am just copying? Or I am just resounding gong of the teacher, of the guru I am learning from? That is imposter syndrome. Okay, for those of you saying connecting and it's me, thank you for your vulnerability, and it's helping your mental set up right now, because the moment you recognize it, their brain starts to work and say, now this is something that's not working, this is something that I want to change. And therefore, when you do your mental model barbell reps, your brain will remember, this is something I need to strengthen. How many of you is connecting and now having a aha moment? By the way, if you've been following us, oftentimes we will tell you, hashtag pack my bag moment. This is your return of insight. Every now and then, if you hear something that connects with you, if you hear something that is truly valuable to you, hashtag pack my bag moment, write it, share it, and be a blessing to many people, especially to those people you have access and you are the only hope for them to have a new mindset, a new way of thinking. So if you are getting anything from the things that I'm sharing with you right now, so I've been here for 20 minutes. You've been giving me a very good conversations here. I'm reading your thoughts. I will respond to you later on, right after the show, right after my episode. But right now, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, hashtag pack my bag moment if you get that aha moment. Okay? So, I'm going to run into my number 2. Are you excited for number 2? Number 2 is back to back. procrastination, hashtag rationalization, or rationalization, hashtag procrastination. How does it work? I don't have time. I don't have money. I don't have time today. I'll do it tomorrow, maybe next week, next month. I don't have a budget. I don't have a money. Let me save up for that. I don't want to. I don't want to ask for help. I don't want to be a burden to people. Let me save up for that. But you never get to save up for that. How's that? Okay. So let me know in the chat box if you have experienced that. That you truly want something truly badly, and you know it's good for you. You know it's going to help you. You know it's going to level up the way you do things. You know that, hey, this is something that is truly connecting for me. And I know it's for me. I know it will help me. But you keep rationalizing why you're not saying yes. And sometimes you would say, oh, I'm a procrastinator. And you have to deal with my procrastination first before I say yes to you. How many of you have used that? When you procrastinate, when you rationalize, you are not giving yourself a permission to learn new things. You are telling your brain, not yet, not now, not ever. And you have all the reasons in the world not to do it. Not now, not tomorrow, not today, not ever. Okay, don't get it into my, like, please. That's not my cup of tea. How many of you are connecting? Okay, so Coach W, I can see you 2/10. Okay, so I have more. I have 8. Come on now. I'm on my number 3. Okay. How many of you have this? What if I fail? What if I don't make it? What would others think of me? What would my parents feel? This is what you call fear of failure. And this absolutely speaks of why you're not trying. You're not even trying to learn. You're not even trying to think. You're not even trying to get new solutions. Fear of failure. You don't want to fail. But you know, not trying is already failing, right? So how many of you said that? What if, what if, what if? All the what ifs in the world, you know. And when you have that, any learning, any source of transformation would be difficult to get into your system. Because every time you learn, every time you get a new knowledge, a new insight, you would say, what if? But what if you die tomorrow? What if this is the last day? You'll still ask, what if? You're not doing it is actually a failure. Failure to try. Failure to have fun. Failure to explore. Failure to just give yourself a permission. Remember when you were a child? Remember when we were young? Remember when we love child's play? When we want just to play? We've been trying and we've been failing. And hey, that's basically the purpose of the 10,000 hour rules or the 10,000 experiments. Because you can always fail, but fail forward. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about the mental models. I'm talking about now your hindrance to learning. How many of you here is having 3/10? Okay, so you don't want to fail and you despise yourself every time you fail, or you beat yourself every time you fail, or you say a lot of things to yourself when you fail, and your brain gets like, wow, so I'm not going to think, I'm not going to try. In coaching club, I teach my students that, you know, for every 5 experiments that you do, for every 5 tries that you do, you'll be very lucky to have 1 that's really working. So if you say it's not working, It's not working for me. Let me ask you, have you tried 5 times? Have you tried 10 times? When I was new in the profession, my guru said, engage with live people every single day. Talk to them about life. Know what their concerns are, what hinders them, what bothers them, what keeps them awake at night. And I know that probably if I just set 5, I could lower the bar. So what I did, intentionally, counterintuitively, I set it 10. And until today, this is my 4th year. I'm turning 4 in the profession by August. I still do it every single day. And every single day, I push myself to communicate and engage with more than 10 people. I don't make a sale. I don't push. I don't offer. I don't even talk about life coaching until they ask. I simply engage. I simply ask, how are you? What you're doing? What's keeping you busy? How's dad? How's mom? How kids? All right? Or if I know somebody who's very interested in a particular topic and I read about it, I've shared, hey, I read this. So this is interesting. I share videos because I receive it from my guru. And I say, this one, I think it works. Or if I'm studying, I say, hey, I got this experiment. Why don't you try this? This is exciting. I do that. So how many of you is fearful of failure? And that's hindering you. Number four. Okay. My number 4 is low confidence. Low confidence. Will I succeed in learning? Will I succeed in knowing new things? Feels like others have already done this before. Or they're already great at it. How can I compete? I said low confidence because I truly believe we all have confidence. When you say I don't have confidence, I would say you do have. It's just low. And you need courage to push it up. You need courage to perform better. When I say better, it means you need courage to perform better than how you performed yesterday. Not for anyone else, for you. So today, you can only one thing. And that's too little. And it's okay. At least you did one. Tomorrow you can do 2. The rest is doing 100. It doesn't really matter. You did better than your first. So how many of you here have this limiting beliefs or having this learning hindrance of low confidence? Not no confidence, low confidence. Because the mere fact that you're thinking of learning, the mere fact of you're thinking, I want to do that. I'm dreaming of that. Truth of the matter, you got the confidence, but it's just too low. And the worst is if you are in a habitat, you are in a space, you are in an environment that is too productive and they don't want you to get hurt. They don't want you to, get some struggles when you try new things. Then most probably your low confidence will continue to be lower and lower every single day. Who's connecting with me? Come on now. Put some hashtag on the chat box. Come on now. Coach Bebs, I can see you. She said 4/10. Okay. So I'm going to be on my 5. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to be on my number 5 now. What's number 5? Overwhelming. That is too overwhelming for me. I have a lot of things to do. My plate is full. Can't you see? I barely get enough rest. I barely get to call my friend. How many of you have said that in your life? And I feel overwhelmed. And what happens when you say that? It gives you the signal, or you say, I don't know where to start. I don't know how to move. I don't know where to begin. I don't know what piece to pick up. Or can I still pick it up? How many of you have said that in your life? Been teaching my students that overwhelming is a good thing. To me, when I feel overwhelmed, it's a signal to my brain that it's time to grow. It's time to level up because there's so much opportunities There's so much in my space, and it's signaling that it's time to level up. Because when I level up, then the overwhelm ends. I get new skills, I get new stats, I get new experiments, I get new exercises, I get new mental models, then I level up, the overwhelm ends. And I'll tell you a story. Okay, so many of you watching here are my students, so I'm sure you can relate. I'm running um MBA, Master Builder Apprentice Program. And congratulations to all. Okay, so I started with 14, and 13 of them, which is a very high rank, okay, very high conversion, move into the OGT program. And I've seen how my students showed up every single Monday, showed up every single day. Every single Monday, we have our live coaching call. Every single day, they show up, they do the works, and all of these things. Okay. And I start to see some of them like getting frustrated with themselves. Why can't I do what I wanted to do, and all of these things? And I look at my students. I look at my students in MBA. I look at my students in other classes, and I kind of thinking, why can't they have the passion that I have? Or why the passion that they have would not be exuded in the outside, or would not be transformed in a manner that they would truly get the results? So I stop and pause and say, I can be overwhelmed with the kind of response that they're getting or they're giving to me. But I have to sit down and really, is there something in here? And it landed me to getting the strategy for them to gain mental toughness. I realized that I am super duper mentally tough. Okay, I am mentally tough. Okay, so throw the curveball. Okay, I pull back, I come back stronger. I am mentally fit. I am mentally tough. I have mental challenges in my life, but the very reason I am where I am today, because I am mentally tough. So I'm thinking, how can I develop mental toughness for my student? And that's boom, boom. Okay, drum roll. And right now I'm studying and from Mike Gillette. I don't know, you maybe you are not familiar with the name, but you can research Mike Gillette. I'm learning from him. I'm learning mental exercises from him. All right. I mean, this man can bend 3 bars, have Guinness Worlds of Records, Ripley's Believe It or Not. So when I learn something, I could say, hey, I'm already learning 500 mental models. Why do I need to learn this? I can be overwhelmed. But the thing here is, if I am overwhelmed, then do the practice, do the reps, level up. So the moment I become overwhelmed, I started like, why my students am I getting this? It's time for me to level up. Okay. Now, on my number 6, how many of you here is having a 5/5? 5/5. Let me know in the chat box. You're having 5/5. Imposter syndrome, procrastination/rationalization, fear of failure, low confidence, and the overwhelm. That's 5. I'm gonna land now. Move to my next 5, the second half now. How many of you have a perfect score? Okay, many of you are having a perfect score. So on my number 6, uncertainty of payoff or trade-off. Okay, so what does it mean? What do I have to trade off for this? And when and how will it pay off? What's the probability I'm going to get my return of investment? What's the probability that I'm going to make it? What's the probability of me making money out of this investment? The thing there is, the moment you ask, you're no longer believing because you're asking. I never ask of that. Whenever I look at the course, the only question is this an incremental knowledge or a breakthrough knowledge for me? 2 things, incremental knowledge or breakthrough knowledge. An incremental knowledge means I know this, I've tried this, I have materials on this. So if I get another training on that, it's an incremental knowledge? Or will I get this because it's a breakthrough knowledge? And what is a breakthrough knowledge? A breakthrough knowledge is I don't have it. Okay. So many years in my life, like I think 2 decades ago, I've been doing mental exercises for mental toughness. But it was spratly, not intentional. Okay. So happened there. I want to do something. I try and do some exercises, but I was never intentional. But this time I'm very intentional because I have students I want to help. So getting to another course. Okay, so this is not an incremental knowledge for me. This is a totally new knowledge for me because now I'm learning not just for myself, I'm learning from other people. I'm learning how I can organize training for mental toughness. Okay, so some people cannot get to Mike Gillette, all right? Cannot do the routines, the reps that we do every single day. Cannot attend his masterclass, but I can. And so I'm thinking I can do that. So it's a breakthrough knowledge for me. So when you ask the payoff, the trade-off, automatically your brain shut off. Because now it gets like, how much do I have to invest? How much to learn, to earn, and everything. Look at the knowledge and look at whatever investment. Look at whatever endeavor, whatever decisions you want to. I think you have to ask the right question. Not what's the payoff, not what's the trade-off, but is this a breakthrough knowledge for me? Because the moment it's signaled to your brain, this is a breakthrough knowledge, it means there's going to be a breakthrough in your life and definitely you gonna make the payoff. How's that? Okay, so that's number 6, the payoff, the trade-off. Okay, so you've been asking, and the hindrance there is you're uncertain. Look, I'm not certain as well. When I started life coaching, I wasn't certain. I wasn't certain how much it will bring to me, but I'm certain it will change my life. I'm certain it will transform my family. It will transform my business. I'm certain. Okay, by the way, if you're thinking if life coaching is for your business, tomorrow, 2 p.m., okay, I'm back and I'm joining Think Talk inside Life Coach Philippines. That's going to be 2 p.m. I'm going to be talking about warning. Life coaching can be dangerous for your business. I'm doing that tomorrow, by the way. So, going back, are you concerned about the uncertainty of the payoff and the trade-off of the decisions that you are doing in life? That's also a hindrance to your learning. Ready? I'm down on my last 4. And on my number 7 is not much in the packaging that interests me. Or normally you say, I think I will not learn much. Or am I going to be learning truly? So it's the packaging. It's the external packaging that hinders you. And it looks like the title, the cover, the font, the ad is not so interesting. Maybe I'm not going to learn enough. So how many of you have experienced that? That because it's not so appetizing, not so entertaining, not so connecting with your style, okay, it seems that your brain say it has little to show and it's not connecting with me. It means that it's just the external and not the internal that truly converting your desire to learn. Okay. Okay. So I can see, like, you know what? You're my student. I can imagine your faces right now. I'm sure you're having fun, right? So I want to go back to that. Maybe you're saying, is it judgment, coach? Is it I'm just too judgmental, or I'm just too picky with the design? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Oftentimes, the very reason your eyes is captured and it's stuck there on the packaging, the outward appearance, the external looks of what is being offered to you in terms of your learning, is because you truly don't understand, and you truly don't know what is it that you want to learn. Because when you know what you need to learn, when you know what you want to acquire, when you know what are the inventories of knowledge, wisdom that you need, regardless of the packaging, you'll go for it. Like, you don't get a Bible because the cover is good, right? You just know that the content is really good. And you just know that what you're looking for is there. Well, it's an added bonus if it's hardbound. I remember Coach Rezzhel bought a very expensive Bible. Well, I did that also once in my life. But surely, you know exactly the content. So when you know exactly what you want, you know exactly what you're looking for, definitely, absolutely, without doubt, regardless of the packaging, you'll go for it. Next, last three, it's deadly. The fixed mindset. The fixed mindset syndrome. Okay? And very specific. Very specific. So there's a lot of fixed mindset, but very specific of this is this statement. Okay, this statement. I can't get better with learning, or I have already learned enough. Okay? So it's either I can't get better with learning, or I have already learned enough. Trust me, that's both fixed mindset. Many people don't want to learn, don't want to invest, because they would say, oh, I've already read a lot of materials. I've heard that. I've done that. Hey, I'm earning this and all. Why do I need to learn? That's a fixed mindset. And that's a hindrance to your learning. Remember, every single day you have to learn, relearn, and unlearn if you want to continuously move out. When I was in IT, when I was an IT director, leading the Y2K project, and most of our efforts is concentrated on the Y2K project. I continue to implement other projects that is not related to Y2K. And one day, the president asked me, like, we're doing a lot of things that we're investing. So why do you have to, put some efforts in new projects? Why do you have to implement this? And it's an added load to your team, to your people. And this is what I said, boss. Okay, his name is Raymond Moreno. If you're watching, boss, hello. I said, if the rate of change outside is faster than the rate inside, we're doomed. We could probably cross over to the Y2K project or Y2K program, and boom, computer on after the Y2K. If you're old enough, I'm 49, by the way. If you're from my generations of the Y2K, that was really a big thing. And I was in a telco. I was in Liberty Telecoms during the time. So I told my boss, the clock ticks at 12:01. Boom, all the things that we're doing is good enough. Boom, boom, boom. And there's no project. What would that use before? Nothing. See, because we are working on to cross over the Y2K project because we want to continue our business. Okay? I stayed for 4 more years, okay, after that, by the way. So, I said, because my mind is, I'm going to cross over the Y2K project, we need to develop other projects today. Because when we cross over the 12:01, boom, we're still alive, we're doing business, then this project will pay off. And ever since, the whole company have that. Okay? Some of you from Liberty might be watching here, right? Remember that? You said, Adet, can we just slow down? I said, no, we can't slow down, man. Dude, we can't. Because if the rate of change outside is faster than the rate inside, we're going to be doomed even if we cross over the Y2K program. And the same thing happened when I was in Federated Distributors. I was the head of marketing. One manager came up to me one day and said, "You're too fast. Can you slow down? We're having a difficulty." And I said, "No, I cannot." They said, "There's a lot. Most of your brands are already, like, most of the brands are flying. We're having double digits growth and everything. Why can't you just slow down?" I can't. I won't. I don't like it because I know that I need to sustain that. And you know why? Because it's passion, not of competition. It's passion. It's passion. So I want you to have that, because when you have that passion, it definitely negates your fixed mindset that you have learned enough. If I want to go, grow every single day, I need to learn, and therefore I'm able to disperse that fixed mindset that I have already learned enough. So until today, I know I have not learned enough. And I would always say, in as much that I'm very successful right now in what I do as a coaching entrepreneur, there's so much things to learn. Maybe I'm just like 10%, 20% of the world standard, like the world that I want to achieve. Okay, that's not the people's standard. My standard of how I want to see life coaching really penetrating, crossing borders. Maybe I just have 10%. I have 90% more to learn. So every single day, I still devote time to learning. Okay, so now, okay, two. So let me know, okay, if you are now on 8/8, okay, and if you're gonna like boom, okay. On my number 9 is, this one is really something that itch and hurt. Harsh judgment. Harsh judgment. And I'm not talking only about judgment. I'm talking about harsh judgment. Unfortunately, your harsh judgment is focused on you. On you. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I can't do this. Oh, this is too much for me. Again? Oh, I failed. Oh no, again. Oh, I missed. No, I'm lagging. You're like too harsh on yourself. Too harsh. And that immediately hinders you to learn, grow with your learning activities every single day. On my last, I'm excited. Feeling unnatural. What does it mean? Okay, for some people, it's not me. Oh, it feels like not my skin, or not my cup of tea. Feeling unnatural means you have this, I'm not used to learning like this. This is not my learning style. This is not how I learned in the past. Oh, I'm not so techy. I just want to write. I don't want to use my phone, my laptop. Feeling unnatural. Feeling not you. But that's you. You've grown, you're improved, you've matured. Maybe nobody have said that to you. Maybe nobody have confirmed or affirmed that. Maybe God is giving you a lot of assignments because God is telling you, hey, child, you've grown. You're adult now. But because you have not heard it from someone else, then it feels like it's not there. But truly it's there. So how many of you here have 10/10? 10/10? Let me know in the chat box. Definitely, I would imagine right now that you have a lot of emotions coming in, happening in your life right now, right in this moment. You're feeling, Coach, is there a hope for me? Yes, there is a hope for you. Yes, you can do this. Yes, you can make this through. Yes, you can break through from all your limiting beliefs. Yes, you can get over from all the things that you think have been dreadful, not working for you. Let me know in the chat box who got the 10 over 10, who got the perfect score. Let me know in the chat box. Come on. Let me know in the chat box. And breathe in, breathe out. Thank you for acknowledging. Thank you. Thank you for just allowing yourself to acknowledge. Don't feel bad. Tomorrow I'll be back and talk about mentally skilled to win in life. So today, you understand, you got this setup, this mental picture, this understanding why learning is challenging for you. So be back tomorrow as we talk about mental skills so you get winning. You start winning. You start accelerating. And so if you're here today, you get your aha moment, you get your hashtag pack my bag moment, share it. And if you're here today and you've been blessed, get somebody learn, get somebody watch this video, invite someone to read more about the things that I've shared. After they're learning, after they heard from me, after you shared what I've said, invite them to learn with you. Learn together. Start learning. And if you want to know how you can use all these skills, your mental skills, be back tomorrow. I'm going to talk about how you can win in life. Not tomorrow, not next year, not next month, but immediately as you learn it. We've started today, the second half of 2021, and I strongly believe that you can end the year with a big bang. You can end 2021 like never before. Yes, it's pandemic, but you're alive, I'm alive. And there are greater things in life that we can do as long as we are having this breathing opportunity. You are not here just to breathe. You are not here just to survive. You are not here just to thrive. You are here to make a difference, not only here in the Philippines, but in the world. The Filipinos can. You too can. Good day, everyone. This is Master Coach A. I'll see you again tomorrow for Mentally Skilled to Win in Life. See you. Bye-bye. Love and boom. Love bam boom. Love bam boom. Visit Decaf Coffee Republic. I'll be there today. I'll be having my Coaching for the Soil live on floor. I hope to see you. Catch up. Bye.